Hey, well, it's the 13th. It's not Friday. Nope. It's not Friday. It is a Sunday, the 13th of August, 2017. And this is Bob. And I'm working on a huge project here at the Casa La Victoria where we remove the existing lowered ceiling that was put in by the flippers. The flippers came in and they decided that it'd be better to have a home with low ceilings. And I remember 2 years ago when Mama called me, she said, "Hey, Mr. Bob, do you think there's any possibility that there's a higher ceiling up above the lower one? I want to poke a hole in the drywall and take a look." I said, "Well, I don't know. I mean, I was working from remote. I was still full-time at the Casa del Green, and I had no idea." Well, many months later now, we're in our third room, and we're doing the most complete and thorough job of restoring the historic Casa La Victoria to its preeminent and designed glory by raising the ceilings, and then we're tying in the modern element of 2017, which you may recognize if you go to any of the stores or you look at some of the architectural interpretations that have been done lately. Industrial is in. Raw beams, studs, pipes, vents, it's all in. Everything's in. And you're out. And being perfect is out. People want to see the structure of the house. I went with my friend Tommy. Haven't heard from him in a little bit here. I've got to get back and try to call him again here. But I went with my brother Tommy to Studio City, to a burger place in Studio City. And the entire, it was an old house. And the entire structure, are you listening? The entire structure was devoid of any plaster. They just removed the plaster. There was no, I think they had plaster on the bathroom wall. That was, they had that. That was good. They did have the stalls there. But as far as the main building, there was no plaster. So you sat there in a room, but you didn't feel like you were in a little confined room because it just was wide open. And so I got some marine varnish, and I'm going to be painting the plywood to the subfloor for the attic. They did floor in the attic. So that explains why I found as much junk as I did, because there was a lot of debris and junk in the floor. I'd never done that in the other two rooms. I did, but this time I did. I took off the ceiling, and I'm talking it was dirty. You get 125 years of just junk falling into the upper attic. And of course, at this point now, they put a floor over it, but they didn't do it the way I would have done it. When I did my attic, I vacuumed up and I cleaned my between the studs. I get rid of all that junk. I didn't just let it sit in there. I'm kind of a neat nut. You may know me. Mr. Bob's a neat nut, except for his clothes. He's got the old got my Dream Center shirt on today. I remember when the gal who was in charge saw it, said, "That's not authorized. You can't have that artistic interpretation of our Los Angeles Dream Center. You've got to have the official shirt. I get to serve." I thought, oh, okay. So I went back to my shirt place, and I proceeded to have the logos pretty much all covered up. I guess this one missed the fire. So I've still got one shirt left that has the LA Dream Center. It's got the horseback riders and the camp, and it's my dream. It's my interpretation. I'm not selling them. You can't buy one, and I wouldn't recommend trying to come up with your own. Little children, no drawing the Dream Center in your own personal way. You've got to have the official copyrighted trademark version, or else you can't do it. Mickey Mouse and us, we're gonna tie you down. So All right, well, today's word is out. You're out. What can we get out of our lives? That's an interesting twist of words. I want to get something out of my life. Or I want to get something out of my life. I want to get out. I was listening to how to resolve conflicts, and I yesterday I was listening to Rick Warren. It was wonderful. Today it's been just like gag me. These humanistic people who depend upon themselves, and they're just like, kiss them and dump them, and all for me, and all about me, and what's good for me, and yoga and shaking, and like, it's very sad. It's very, very, very sad. I think it's just extremely sad. To have a life without Jesus is lonely and cold. And they say, well, you got your partner. Yeah, but you know what? My partner's not gonna save me. My partner can't heal me. My partner cannot forgive me. My partner is a great person, but gee whiz, it's not that relationship. Andy Crouch has a wonderful song. See by Heaven's Gate, on the streets of gold, just to hear the angels sing, just to hear the fountain that never will run dry, or to number in the sweet by and by. But if heaven never was given to me, or the promise to live eternally, it's been worth just having the Lord in my life. Living in a cloud of darkness, He brought me the light. Jesus, love you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. We just had a little prayer this morning, the family and I, and Mama shared that the littlest one, our little, tiny Tim, at some point, I don't know, the air conditioners, I guess they got to be too much for the 20 amp circuit, and the power went out. Well, I got the drill. I know what to do. I got off I got it. I'm okay. Remember Wonderful Life, and the old uncle was drinking a little much, and then he went off the mark, and some background guy spilled a bunch of pots and pans and buckets, and he knocked everything over. He thought, my job. Well, the uncle in humor said, I'm okay. And and then Jimmy Stewart's laughing. They left it in. They made it sound like he'd run into a bunch of trash cans or something, but I'm okay. So, yeah. Well, the power went out, and little tiny Tim just said, Dear Jesus, and the lights came back on, of course. Dear Jesus, thank you for turning back our lights. Amen. It's like, such a sweetheart. Such a sweet little, and when we pray, she closes her little eyes, and then the 6-year-old, Mr. Bod, you have to close your eyes. And no, you don't have to close your eyes, So he's getting that relationship with Christ. Yeah, people are having that relationship with Jesus Christ, and they're just talking, and it's very, very good. And so getting stuff here the most out of life, it's better to be with the manufacturer. It's better to be with the man who, calm the waters, give the man to the man to the man who rode the sea. 70s song, right? I'm Mr. Name that tune today. Yeah, I want to get stuff out of life. And there's stuff that you want to get out. Like I've been loading up buckets and buckets of dust and dirt and nails and old lath, and just like, really? Seriously? Just crazy. I mean, this guy is selling this old, pardon me, selling the old, looks like a Chrysler of some sort. Can't quite see it. It's a Plymouth something, 1962 or whatever, and really nice. He's getting it out of town. Kind of rusty on the backside there, and one little tailpipe, and Ho, ho, ho. There's a Model T going through. Yellow one. Wow, did you see that? Isn't that cool? Wow, that's amazing. Pomona is really some kind of a car mecca here, I tell you. Well, so yeah, I want to get stuff out of my life that doesn't belong there. I want the Lord to purge from me out of my life. Some of the worldly people I heard on the conflict resolution, they made some valid, they had some marks they hit that were valid. Yeah, when we go through life, we go through challenges, we can learn, we can grow, we can expand our understanding, and we can, for us as Christians, we allow the Holy Spirit to mold us and change us and make us better, and that's awesome. Now, the world believes that we're going to just work it all out ourselves. I'm gonna just got those bootstraps. I'm gonna just tighten up those bootstraps, and those bootstraps are gonna, well, I'll tell you, the bootstraps break. Bootstraps get old and cracky. Bootstraps, you got to have arms to pull them up. What if your arms are weak and you can't pull them up? What if you're just so weak and you're frail and you're sick? Then guess what? Jesus doesn't expect you. I'm gonna pull up my bootstraps. No, the Lord will lift us up with His compassionate hand. The Lord will kiss us on the forehead. The Lord will hold us. The Lord will comfort us underneath His wings. The Lord will bless us. So we need to get out of our mind this whole idea that, that's very, very nice. And I'm sure that the World Weightlifting Association is going to be real proud of your efforts. But the maximum weight that the strongest man in the world has ever lifted is a feather, is dust. It's nothing. It's laughable. The fact of the matter is that the weight of our sin, the weight of the world, the weight of the burdens of life is way too heavy for any of us to even consider. Just like, are you kidding me? Really? It'd be like the little boy or girl going to the ocean, and they say, I'm gonna push it back, way back. They heard it at the football game on Friday. I'm gonna push it back, way back. And they go to the ocean, and then, they would be toast. Remember one time my daughter, she fell into the ocean, and I got in a brand new pair. That's where I had the money. A brand new pair of red Ray-Bans, and of course I always had them on a string on my neck. And even though I had the string around my neck, even though I was Mr. Joe Cool, I saved my daughter, And in the tumbling and the turning and the spinning of the ocean, we weren't trying to hold the ocean back. We were trying to get out, and we couldn't get out. It was just too much for us. And my glasses were gone, and we spent another hour, maybe an hour and a half, just. What you looking for? Glasses. Bright red. We could never find them. We never found those glasses. Those glasses were toast. And that was just my daughter and I just in like ankle deep water, and something came up and it was like, are you kidding me? Really? It was bizarre. All right, boys and girls. This is Mr. Bob. I'm having my birthday get together on the 26th of this month. If you want to be there, if you want to know where I'm going to be, then you have to call me or text me or write me or email me. If you don't do that, then you're going to miss it, and I'll miss you a lot. But I hope that you'll do that. If you'd like to have a thumbs up, I notice all the YouTube people say subscribe, but I'd like a thumbs up or a comment. That'd be good. Want to give me a call or a comment? Give me a call, 213-713-8954. On the email, 8954green@att.net. And of course, you got the Twitter, Mr. Bob, Bob8954. Love that, Bob8954. I don't know why I say it like that. This sounds so cool. All right, I'm having a good day. I love you. Stay in touch. We'll talk tomorrow. And I'm not getting the written devos out very well. Oh well. Till tomorrow. This Big Bob. Love and Jesus. Amen.